Sarah here from Girls Inc. Today we will be talking about emotions. We will start by watching a short clip from YouTube called Inside Out, Guess the Feelings, hosted by Leah Garcia. In that video, we watched as Riley moved through a variety of emotions, starting with happy and moving through sad, angry, grossed out, and scared. All of these emotions, along with many more, are completely normal and appropriate to be feeling. For today's activity, we will be recreating scenes from our life that depict different emotions. For this activity, you will need a sheet of paper, a pencil, and crayons. For this next part, you can use your pencil, but I'm going to use a marker so you can see better. First, you're going to draw a large square on your paper. Next, you're going to draw a line down the middle of your square. We will then turn our paper and again draw a line down the middle of your square. We've now created 4 smaller squares within our square. After doing that, from the center, we're going to draw lines outward. We've now turned our 4 squares into 8 smaller triangles. If you received a supply bag, you will already have this paper with your squares and labels on it. If not, go ahead and just make your own, and we're going to add our labels now. In this top corner here, we're going to label this loved. Here, excited. Below excited, frustrated. On the bottom down here, mad. Afraid. Worried. Guilty. And finally, hurt. We will now be drawing pictures of a time when we felt each of these emotions. If you're not an artist like me, you can instead draw a single image that represents the feeling or you can write down a few words describing a time when you felt each of these emotions.
While I work on my pictures, I will be giving you definitions of each of these emotions to better help you figure out what you want to draw. Loved or love is the feeling of liking or enjoying something very much. Excited is the strong feeling of happiness. Frustrated is the feeling of distress or annoyance. Mad is a feeling of anger. Afraid is the feeling of fear or anxiety. Worried is being concerned about something that may or may not happen. Guilty is the feeling of being responsible and feeling bad for something you've done. And hurt is a feeling of pain or discomfort. Take this time to go ahead and run your drawings while I continue drawing mine and coloring my pictures.
Examples of some of my feelings. So for my excited triangle, I drew a picture of a dog. So I recently got a dog, and it was something that I've wanted for a long time, and I was finally able to get a dog. So I was very, very excited. For loved, I drew a picture of a wedding ring. When I got married, all my friends and family came to celebrate, and that specific time in my life, I felt very loved and a special time for me. Hurt, a feeling of hurt was when I broke my arm. I broke both of the bones in my arm, and it was very painful. Guilty is a feeling that it's kind of hard to describe, but when I last felt guilty was when I ate an entire pizza by myself without offering it to anybody else. I knew I didn't need to eat the whole thing, but I did it anyways. So I felt bad about that, and so that's also the feeling of guilt. As we move down here, I feel worried about getting COVID. It's kind of scary, so I drew a face mask to represent my worried. My afraid is something kind of similar to that. I worry and I'm afraid of my family and friends getting sick, and so I drew a first aid kit. Again, I'm not a very good drawer, so it's very simple pictures. A feeling of mad. So I came home from work one day and my new puppy ate one of my shoes. I was very upset, so that's my representation of mad. And then frustrated is a line of cars representing traffic. So whenever I'm driving home or going to the grocery store and there's just lots of traffic, it just makes me feel very frustrated. So these are examples of mine. Everyone's is going to look different, and again, your emotions will be different for you depending on the situation that you're in. Drawing or writing down your emotions are a great way to help you understand your feelings. Remember that all emotions and feelings are normal, but if you don't understand a certain feeling, it's alright to talk about it. Find a trusted adult and share what you are feeling. I hope you enjoyed today's activity, and thanks for joining. Bye!